This evening, you have asked to know a little bit about my world. All right? I've spent quite a time, 25 years in this body, now and then in your world, and now it's time to let you know a little bit about my world and how it functions. How my world works in coordination with your world. And how my world is not an isolated place, separate from everything that you have ever thought about as belonging to you. My world is a living around you. My world and yours in reality are one, but of another dimension and another frequency and vibration. And so, when you think of leaving your world and visiting mine, you will find that in doing so, your vibration changes. And suddenly you are able to see those in the dense and physical body, but not able to see yourself. All right? Because you are light body. You do not see yourself as you once knew you, but rather as the divine being that is eternal and immortal in you, that can never die. So when you think of going up to my world, all right, you're really just expanding, all right? It's not straight up, folks. It's all around you. This room, if you really knew how many were in this room, you'd really be hot. You see? There are many that you do not see, but that I in my frequency can see. And so, we're going to talk, first of all, a little bit about vibration and frequency. In your own vibration, and there are as varied vibrations in this room as there are people in this room. Not all humans vibrate alike. Not all beasts vibrates alike. You are unique and individual. You have within you the ability to elevate your frequency and to lower it. As you elevate the frequency, you become closer to a light vibration. And it has nothing to do with weight. It has to do with the consciousness inside and the frequency of movement inside you. So what you do is let yourself elevate to the frequency that disconnects you from the body symptoms, the feeling of density that makes you the solid being that you are. That is why when you meditate, you will find yourself moving out, going other places. You will find yourself hearing, seeing that which you would not hear or see in the strictly physical sense. Because you alter the frequency, the vibration of you. To enter my world, the frequency becomes so high that it is able to cast aside the physical density or the temple that it has lived in during its earth sojourn, and the frequency is high enough to be able to snap the cord that attaches you to that density. And when that snaps, then you are free to go to even higher frequency and enter my world. All right? Now, this is not something that is distressful, but rather very peaceful. For as you elevate the consciousness and frequency of yourself, you find yourself in a much happier space. A space where the ego, personality aspect of yourself drifts away. And only that which is the higher part of you is functioning. And so you come into my world well escorted. No one crosses into my world alone. You are always escorted. And in that group coming to escort you will always be someone you know. Whether it be family or friends, there will always be someone that you trust and that you are glad to see. And they will help you to enter my world. Now, when you are in my world, it is to be understood that you are the totality of everything you've ever been. You are not simply Joe Brown or Mary Smith. You are everything your soul has experienced since the beginning. And in that, you are all that has been growth for you. So you are much more aware on many levels and frequencies in my world than you would be in this physical world. Because that's what you need to have to function in my world. You need the density frequency to function in this world. So you get what you need to do what you have to do, no matter where you are. It's rather well planned out, you see. When you come into my world, you enter the white plateau, as it is frequently called in your written works. And that is because everything is light. In that light space, there is the opportunity to rest. You enter a sleep state, and in that sleep state, you adjust to the light body. Because when you leave the dense body, it is very much like being in outer space with no gravity. You don't quite know how to handle it at first, you see. But during that semi-conscious sleep state, the opportunity to have the adjustment occur is there. During that state, you are totally aware of all the love pouring to you from the physical world and from my world. You do not have to respond to it. You are able to be just comfortable in that love, adjusting to the new light of you. When you have adjusted, you will then be able to leave that state and begin to become acclimated to what my world has to offer you. And my world has a great deal to offer you. For anything that ever was, is, or will be, is in my world, in its raw form. That is why, when you are in my world, you will choose, by your free will, to use your own talents and skills to study, learn, and grow.